In a heartwarming tale of resilience and companionship, a boy and his devoted mother's lives were changed forever by an unexpected accident. After months of therapy, the amazing support dog would bring his own heartbreaking story. Would their incredible journey ever change from despair to hope? Would the bond between the boy and his heroic dog ever help him to walk again? Welcome to Wonderbot Animals. Once, there was a young boy named Colin whose life took a devastating turn when he suffered a terrible accident at the tender age of 1. This accident left him paralyzed, causing his mother Caroline to grapple with feelings of despair. Colin was not just any ordinary child. He was a source of immense happiness for his single mother, and their bond was unbreakable. Their world revolved around each other, cherishing every moment they spent together. One morning, tragedy struck their blissful little family. While Caroline was busy in the kitchen preparing breakfast, she allowed Colin to play in the sitting room where she could keep a watchful eye on him. Everything seemed fine until the overwhelmed mother stepped outside for a brief moment to dispose of the trash. Little did she know that those few seconds would change everything. When Caroline returned to the room, her heart sank at the sight that awaited her. Colin lay on the floor, having innocently climbed one of the high couches and fallen hard. Caroline rushed to his side, cradling him in her arms and doing her best to console him, but his cries persisted. Something about his cries stirred a deeper concern within Caroline, though she tried to dismiss it as mere anxiety. Administering some pain relief medication, Caroline hoped it would ease her son's discomfort. However, despite her efforts, the crying continued. It was at that moment that she realized something was seriously wrong. Looking closely at Colin, she noticed an unusual stillness in his left arm and leg. Not only that, but his left limbs remained motionless whenever he kicked or reached out for her. Even something as simple as opening his mouth became a challenge. Panic surged through Caroline as the realization dawned on her. Her son had suffered a significant injury from the fall. Caroline's tears flowed uncontrollably, but she knew she couldn't dwell on her sorrow. She had to take action. Pushing past her panic, she cradled Colin tightly in her arms and rushed to the hospital. The doctors conducted a thorough examination, and with every passing minute, Caroline's heart sank even further. Finally, the diagnosis was revealed, delivering a harsh reality. Colin had crushed nerves in his vertebrae from the fall, leaving him paralyzed on his left side. To make matters worse, the doctors couldn't predict whether he would regain strength and mobility in that part of his body. The news hit Caroline like a sudden storm, tears streaming down her face. Colin, unaware of the gravity of his condition, gazed at his mother with innocent eyes. Caroline was devastated, but she refused to succumb to despair. Summoning a newfound resilience, she embraced the role of a determined mother. The road to recovery would be long and arduous, filled with therapy sessions, medical consultations, and emotional turmoil. Nevertheless, she was determined to face it head-on, confident that together they could overcome any obstacle. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as Colin underwent rigorous therapy and attended countless medical appointments. However, despite all their efforts, Colin remained unresponsive to the interventions. He was still a happy and lovely child, but the fact remained that he was paralyzed. The routines of therapy sessions, doctor visits, and desperate hopes for improvement began to feel futile, and the weight of helplessness bore heavily on Caroline's shoulders. The painful truth gnawed at her soul. She missed the times when Colin, full of energy and joy, would enthusiastically run up to her, eager to share his toys. The simple pleasures of motherhood felt distant and unattainable now. Caroline couldn't shake the persistent guilt that engulfed her, blaming herself for not being there to prevent the accident. The burden of responsibility weighed heavily on her, threatening to consume her entirely. At work, a colleague named Esther noticed the perpetual sadness in Caroline's eyes. Concerned for her friend's emotional well-being, Esther gently prodded, encouraging Caroline to open up about Colin's situation and the toll it had taken on her. As Caroline poured out her heart, Esther listened attentively, and an idea began to formulate in her mind. Esther, an avid animal lover, recognized the potential healing power that pets could bring to their owners. She proposed the idea of getting an emotional support pet for Colin, specifically suggesting a Labrador. Having witnessed the incredible impact these loyal companions had on individuals before, Esther believed that a lively pet could provide joy and companionship to a child like Colin, who loved to play and explore even though his movements were restricted. Caroline, who had never had a pet in the house before, was apprehensive about the idea at first. However, Esther stressed the potential benefits, convincing Caroline of the positive impact an emotional support animal could have on Colin's recovery. She emphasized how a loving pet could bring happiness into their lives, especially for a child who longed to engage in physical activities but was limited by his paralysis. As Caroline considered the proposition, a wave of determination washed over her. She remembered her unwavering commitment to doing whatever it took to help her son. With each passing day, Caroline marveled at the transformation in her son. Colin's determination, combined with the love and support of Max, propelled him forward in his journey to recovery. The once paralyzed boy now defied all odds as he regained movement in his left side. Caroline couldn't help but attribute this remarkable progress to Max's unwavering presence and encouragement. As Colin's strength grew, so did his independence. With Max by his side, he began to explore and experience the world in ways he had never imagined. His infectious laughter filled the house once again. Caroline couldn't help but feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the incredible intervention that had brought Max into their lives. Word of Colin's miraculous recovery spread, and the small family became a beacon of hope for others facing similar challenges. Caroline shared their story not only to celebrate Colin's progress, but also to highlight the incredible impact that emotional support animals could have on those with disabilities. She urged others to consider the remarkable power of these loyal companions and the healing they could bring. Before we continue with Colin and Max's story, give this video a like to help it reach 10K likes and subscribe to the channel. Life took on a new meaning for Caroline and Colin. The bond between mother, son, and dog grew stronger every day. Max had become more than an emotional support animal. He was a cherished member of their family. Together, they faced each day with renewed hope and resilience, knowing that they were not alone in their journey. The once desperate situation now seemed like a distant memory, replaced by the joyous sight of a boy and his faithful canine companion playing and exploring the world together. Caroline, overjoyed and puzzled by the immense power of the bond between humans and pets, marveled at the resilience they had discovered. Despite failed therapy programs and medical treatments, the unbreakable connection between Colin and Max had emerged as the ultimate remedy for his recovery. Desperate to have her hopes confirmed, Caroline took her son to the hospital for additional tests. The doctors, amazed by the progress, confirmed that Colin was now fully recovered, no longer experiencing partial paralysis. The news spread through the hospital, leaving both medical professionals and staff astounded by the inexplicable connection between a child and his pet. The powerful bond between Max and Colin became a topic of reverent conversation. With her hopes restored and dreams for her son taking a profoundly positive turn, Caroline found joy in watching Max and Colin play throughout the house, a scene that had seemed unimaginable just weeks before. The bond between them strengthened with each passing day, creating an environment of happiness and healing within their home. Driven by curiosity about Max's background, Caroline embarked on a quest to uncover the truth about her canine companion. As she delved deeper into Max's history, she uncovered a remarkable story that explained his extraordinary bond with Colin. Max wasn't just an ordinary pet. He was a specially trained therapy dog with a background in assisting children with physical disabilities. His unique set of skills, honed through professional training, illuminated the source of his incredible ability to sense Colin's distress and provide the support needed for his recovery. Caroline, astonished by this revelation, realized that Max's training as a therapy dog was the missing piece of the puzzle. His intuitive understanding of Colin's needs, combined with his training, played a pivotal role in the miraculous recovery. The bond between them went beyond the ordinary. It was a testament to the profound impact a well-trained therapy dog could have on the life of a child facing physical challenges. In addition to this, Caroline learned that Max's journey to their home was riddled with heartache and loss. He had become available for adoption after his previous owner tragically passed away in a motor accident. Deeply connected to his late owner and the child she had adopted him for, Max mourned their loss, unable to contain his emotions even at their funeral. The staff at the animal shelter revealed to Caroline that Max had been consistently sad ever since, displaying a melancholic demeanor that deterred potential adopters. Caroline's heart broke upon hearing Max's devastating story. She realized the weight of the dog's tumultuous past and appreciated the resilience and love he brought with him. Max's connection with his late owner and her child, who was Colin's age, was immeasurable. The staff at the animal shelter believed that introducing him to Colin would not only bring joy to Max, but also provide an opportunity for him to transfer his love and dedication to another boy in need. Learning about Max's challenging past brought Caroline to tears. The realization that he had been a special dog right from the beginning intensified her appreciation for him. The bond between them became even more precious as she contemplated how she had almost given up hope. Their story became a testament to the transformative power of love and companionship, challenging stereotypes and inspiring others to recognize and appreciate the special connections that can develop between humans and their pets. As the days passed, Colin continued to thrive, growing into a healthy and lovely child with Max by his side. Max had become a cherished member of the family, and news of his heartwarming story spread throughout the city. The tale prompted people with misconceptions and misguided beliefs about pet dogs to reconsider their views, recognizing that dogs truly are man's best friend. Caroline's story, along with the extraordinary bond between Max and Colin, highlighted the importance of emotional support animals and the profound impact they can have on individuals experiencing physical or emotional challenges. The transformative power of love and companionship became undeniable, encouraging others to open their hearts and homes to these incredible creatures. In the end, the story of Colin, Caroline and Max serves as a testament to the incredible strength of the human spirit and the transformative power of love and companionship. It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, miracles can happen. And with determination and the support of those around us, we can overcome any obstacle. Have you ever experienced such a deep connection with your pet? Do you know others who were profoundly impacted by adopting an emotional support pet? Share your experiences in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe for more.